Good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon.
Yes. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. And how about you?
I'm doing very well. So excited to meet you today.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Uh,
I guess you celebrated Diwali this year, right?
yeah,
Okay. How
and
were your celebrations?
it was lovely. And
Oh,
how
very
was
nice.
yours?
Well, my celebrations this year, it was fantastic actually. This is the first time I celebrated the festival away from home. I
Okay.
celebrated it here with my relatives in Bangalore, some of my friends, and a couple of my roommates too. So it was fun.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, very nice. So now the festival is done and dusted. So now it's the regular stuff, work. Yeah.
Yeah. No, no. Actually, the chart has started today, and it will end on 31st.
I'm
The
sorry,
four
what is
day
started today? Can you please repeat the word?
4 day celebration. Chhat Puja.
Oh, Chhat Puja. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like
Fine.
it's 4 day celebration, which starts from today.
Okay, what is the significance of this?
Like in Chhat Puja, like the 2 days are celebrated. For the
Mm-hmm.
first day, we call it Nahai Khai or something,
Mm-hmm.
and then the next day is called Karna, and the third day is the most celebrated day. It is like we used to offer waters or milk to the uh, setting sun
To
in
the
the
setting
evening.
sun.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is called Argadina. And
Hmm.
then the next morning we do the same thing, the same rituals to the rising sun, and
Hmm.
from that the celebration ends. Like after
Okay.
that uh, the prasad is distributed, and that is called paran. So that is the end of Chhat Puja, and it falls on the seventh day
Okay.
from Diwali.
Mm-hmm.
Like from
Okay.
Diwali, it has to be fall on seventh day. So seventh day is the
Okay.
last day of this Chhat Puja.
Thank you for explaining it with so much patience and with so much clarity, Raj.
Yeah,
Okay, then great. So today let's have a brief discussion about fine arts. So, does
yeah.
art as a subject interest you?
Of course,
It
like
does?
it does. I mean, the way I have been since my childhood, like the
Mm-hmm.
creativity interests me. So art, of course, interests me as well. But
Okay, I'm
I'm
so
not
glad that it does.
good. I mean, I can only appreciate others. Even like I have told you so many times how my childhood was. So
Yeah.
I only used to play cricket. That's it. So
Okay.
it used to interest me, but
Mm.
I was unable to do anything. For example, in classes, even if I had to paint some like the shape of apple or something so small or thing,
Yeah.
I used I was unable to do this. Or even today,
Okay.
my painting is that bad.
Okay, fine. So, do you have any pieces of art in your house?
No.
Okay. So many art pieces are super expensive, right? All over the world, there are art galleries and they are guarded, like literally with bodyguards. There are bodyguards that stand in front of the painting
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that people don't deface it. So, why do you think that is? Why is a small piece of art so important that millions of dollars are spent on, protecting it?
Ah, uh, only because I think it takes lots of effort,
Yeah.
of course, and not everybody can do it. Like it takes lot of even the guts or what we say. For
Mhm.
example, taking something unconditional thing as a career and
Yeah.
then making something which is cherished by the whole world.
Yes.
It takes a lot, and
Yeah.
that is the one reason that I see that why this art are celebrated in that and why these are guarded by that way, and it should be. In
Hmm.
fact, if we talk about the various paintings, like in Bihar, the Madhubani painting is famous.
Yeah. Yes.
And if somebody excels at it, it simply means that he is taking that culture to the next generation. What if
Exactly.
some, I mean, who will teach the next generation what was
Mm-hmm.
there and how was it made? So if
Mm-hmm.
someone is good at it, he can
Mm-hmm.
not only paint, but he can teach as well. So, or he or she can. So that is also a thing that should be looked after. And this, like some painters, and they should be celebrated. They should be appreciated.
Yeah.
I think that.
Okay. Very well. So, have you heard of this word called graffiti?
Yeah, like while going through the uh, notes, I heard it. I mean, I read it for the first time.
You read it for the
So
first
it's
time.
like the art or the paintings that are in exhibition at public places, maybe.
No, not in exhibitions as such. Graffiti is a form of wall art. You might have seen people
Yeah, the
scribble
wall art.
something on the
Yeah,
walls or on the surface of any public buildings. So
like
those kind of works are called
yes,
graffiti.
yes,
You want to
of
see
course.
some?
Uh,
I'll just share
I
my
like
screen if you
yeah,
wish.
well, yes, of
Yeah,
course.
I'll just share my screen so you get a better idea.
Like I said about the Madhubani painting, so it can be seen at various places, and I clearly remember some of the like what to say. I mean, the metro station.
Yes, you went on mute.
It was a call. Okay, so I was saying that I have
Mm-hmm.
witnessed it in
Mm-hmm.
some places like in metros, especially in
Mm-hmm.
Delhi.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you've seen that? Okay, great.
Yeah.
So, what are your first thoughts when you see graffiti art? Do you think it's art, or some people even consider it to be vandalism? So, do you think it's art or vandalism?
Uh, so I didn't get. I mean, vandalism.
Okay, just a second. Right. So, it means any kind of a damage or destruction to public property or private property, that act is called as vandalism. So, do you think
Okay.
sketching or scribbling on the walls of public buildings or even private property, do you consider it to be art or destruction, like deliberate destruction?
Then of course, it is an art when
Mm-hmm.
it has been done in that way to
Mm-hmm.
express something. So of course,
Mm-hmm.
it is an art. But some people do vandalize it with their like
Mm-hmm.
ascribing name on it.
Mm-hmm.
So if someone is doing that, it's like I clearly remember when I was there in the metros. I am unable to recall what metro the name,
Yeah.
but we were unable to touch it. Like people
Okay.
were there to guard. So
Oh.
just see it from uh, a distance or a
Mm-hmm.
hand distance,
Mm-hmm.
but don't touch it because
Okay.
if you are touching it, you are anyway going to damage in some or the
Right.
other.
Okay.
So
Okay. So they were very protective of it.
yeah,
Oh,
and I think
great.
that was a right thing to do
Hmm.
because people are not that much aware from their themselves. Like
Yeah.
if they watch something,
Mm-hmm.
first thing they will do to take selfies and all. But
Yeah.
the another thing that they start doing, they
Yeah.
start experiencing it by touching. So
Hmm.
and that creates some problem for you.
Correct. It might damage that particular piece of art, right?
Yeah,
So the texture might get ruined, or if there is something on our palm, so it might get transferred on that art. So it's
yeah,
risky.
right, right.
Okay. So early on, you told me that you are not that great at creating art. So I'll give you two options. Okay. First is just going to an art museum and seeing these wonderful art pieces. Or the second, getting a chance to learn how to make art from a very good artist. So among these two options, between the two options, which
Uh,
one would you like to go for?
I would definitely go for the second one,
Okay.
uh, because it's like I mean, I have always think that way. I thought that
I've
way.
always thought that way. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have always thought that way, that if I get some opportunity
Yeah.
to experience whether I can do it or not.
Yeah.
So if I like it and I think it that I might do it, but what if I get the opportunity and how far I would be able to go? So that is something that is missing in my life. That
Mm.
whatever I have thought from my side, I have
Yeah.
not been able to convert them because of
Mm-hmm.
the lack of opportunities. So
Mm-hmm.
of course, that is the one thing. And of course, the other thing, like if I enjoy something,
Yeah.
why not create it by myself?
Exactly. Yeah. That's a good thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. So I'm happy to see that you're open to, trying new things. When we know that we are not good at something, it kind of discourages, right, from trying it again in the future. So most of the time we don't even make a second attempt at it. But I'm glad to know that you're open to the possibility of becoming a good artist in the future if you get the chance.
Yeah.
Okay, right. And which type of art do you prefer, Raj? Do you like the contemporary form of artwork or traditional ones?
Uh, both. I cannot, I mean, handpick, or I cannot, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
differentiate. Sorry, I cannot choose between them
Mm-hmm.
because I like both of
Mm-hmm. Both. You like both?
them. Yeah.
Okay. You talked about Madhubani earlier in the session.
Yeah.
So, what other Indian art forms are you aware of? Can you name some,
Uh,
in case you know about it?
I can't recall. I
Okay.
can't recall.
All right. So, which state do you belong to?
Bihar.
Bihar. Okay, that explains your interest in Madhubani, right?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Good. And okay, so do you think that art is an essential job, or can you imagine a world without art? Would it make any difference at all?
Uh, I cannot imagine without art. Like, I mean, we talk a lot about life and enjoying.
Hmm.
So it's like if you take art out of this world,
Yeah.
what would there be? Like art and music and all these things are there that make us uh, relieve when we
Hmm.
are stressed out.
Yeah.
These are things that make us feel good about ourselves. We enjoy or
Hmm.
we kind of cherish. We can have a pleasant time with if we are surrounded by these things. And
Hmm.
these are even helpful to stress us out, even even if we are dejected. So
Hmm.
of course, I cannot imagine a world without this thing.
Okay, so I'm so glad that you share the same views as mine, and it's visually very pleasing, right?
Yes,
Without art, everything would look so bland, correct? There would be hardly any colors, no design. So even architecture is also like a form of art if you see, correct? So yeah,
right.
okay, very good.
And one thing I would like to ask, like you said, you used to do sketching. So
Hmm.
have you stopped it, or you do it sometimes as a
Uh, I create drawings and paintings even now, but not portraits. I have completely given up on making portraits for now. Maybe I'll
yeah,
uh, pick it up later, sometime later.
yes. I
Okay.
mean, like if we do something and
Hmm.
it's like it is an hobby for the purpose of hobby, we should always do this.
Yeah, very
Uh,
true. It actually keeps me focused. It makes me genuinely happy. So, right. I really enjoy
right.
creating artwork. So,
Yeah.
okay. All right then. If you could paint the whole world in one color, which color would it be? Okay, I'll
One
give you
color. It's
option, two
like
colors. I'll give you two colors.
no. I mean, it's something like what is my favorite color. Of course, I would
Yeah.
pick the one. for doing all this. I would go for yellow.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the exact same color I would choose. My favorite color is green, but if I had to paint the world in one color, it would definitely be yellow. All shades of yellow.
Oh, and
Okay.
reason behind that?
I think yellow is a color that exudes a lot of warmth, right? Warmth,
Yeah.
cheerfulness, vibrancy, good energy, positivity. So that's the reason I'd like to go for yellow.
And like I asked the reason, I mean, if you had asked the same question to me,
Hmm.
the reason before choosing yellow, I would have not been able to say. So I wanted to take your view, how you answer this question. I
Okay,
would have
so what
simply said
does
that, okay, it is my, because it is my favorite and I like it, so I
Mhm.
would go for it. That is
Okay,
what I would have answered.
okay. So whenever we see any color, right, it does kind of make us feel a certain way when you watch, when you see blue color or green or yellow. So you just have to identify
Yeah.
what is the emotion that the color evokes in you, and then you will find your reason as to why yellow. Okay. So when you see
Yes.
yellow, how do you feel? You feel happy, you feel energetic, or what's your emotion? You tell me.
And to contrast it, like
Yeah.
I talk a lot about cricket. So
Yeah.
when I watch cricket, I do not
Mhm.
like yellow at all. And if you are a cricket fan, you can imagine that because Australia used to wear that yellow. I mean, the dress of Australia was al
Yes.
almost always yellow,
Okay.
and they used to win a lot,
Mhm.
even in 90s or even today. They are, I mean, a competitive side. So while watching
Yes.
cricket, I never liked yellow. Apart from that,
Okay.
I like it.
Okay, okay, fine. So apart from this cricket context, you really like yellow. So
Yeah.
in general, how does it make you feel? What emotions does it evoke in you?
It's like uh, it feels vibrant. The first
Hmm.
thing that comes in my mind,
Very good.
and I feel happy about. Like
Hmm.
whenever I'm what I mean, whenever I'm surrounded with this yellow color, like
Yeah.
if I go somewhere,
Yeah.
so if I watch something, so
Hmm.
for example, I am in a uh, mall or something.
Hmm.
I have went to purchase t-shirts and all,
I
but
have
I
gone.
found
Hmm.
yeah, I have gone to purchase t-shirts and all, and I find one ball like
Yes.
football or something, the short
Yeah.
one,
Hmm.
small one for baby, the yellow a yellow color ball, and I would pick that for no
Okay.
reason. I would
Yeah.
pick that and took at my home, and if somebody comes, they will play. It would be kept in my home.
That's pretty
So
amazing. Now you have your answer, right? Now you have your answer as to why yellow. So it whenever you feel like you like something but you don't know exactly why, it just takes a bit of introspection. Like what are the thoughts that go in your mind when you purchase an item or when you look at something, right? It's just
yeah,
a bit of introspection and your answers will be there. Trust me.
right, right.
So, okay, very nice. This has been such a fascinating conversation with you, Raj. You spoke really well. You explained so many different concepts to me today, whether it's festivals or colors, everything, right? So,
Right, right.
all the answers lie within you. You just need to see what goes in your mind and you'll find
Yeah,
your answers there.
after,
Okay, so that's the
yeah,
feedback. Okay,
yes.
okay, then. So, have a
So,
wonderful day. I'll see you next
yeah,
time. Take care.
same, likewise. And
Okay,
I mean, likewise is okay here.
yeah, sure. Likewise, I'd like to see you again too.
Okay,
So, that's what it means.
okay. So, bye
Okay, thank you
and
so
see
much.
you in another session.
Yes.